Starting on a hat, finishing a hat. Look, I made a hat.
Me showing my cat my music. Hello and welcome. My name is Nick Flip. I'm a composer and a vocalist, and we're going to be looking at Sunday in the Park with George, part number 4. Now, so far, it's been a great show. A lot of clever stuff going on. Sondheim is very, very clever with his works. You have to respect it. And the music almost paints a picture. It's just picturesque with how impressive it is. I think we're on to something when it comes to how this music is being written. So from my perspective as someone that likes to write music in musical form, it seems to be like even more clever when you start to understand what is happening in the theory aspect of it. So cool! So cool! All right, so that's part number 4. I've got a new cat, and she's chilling right next to me, but she's kind of crazy, so if she jumps into the picture, sorry about that. It might happen. She's really crazy, okay? Just wanted to let you know that. Her name is Blossom. She's adorable. Okay, this is part number 4. If you guys can hit us up to the video, it helps with the algorithms and helps me a ton. So please, please, make sure you sub to the channel if you like this kind of content. We will be supplying you with more. All right, let's get into it. Part number 4. Oops, I'm a little ahead. I saw these characters entering the screen. This is continuing from the last one. Enjoying some French pastry.
Paris looks nothing like the paintings.
I know.
Looks nothing like paintings from the south.
I don't see any passion, do you?
None.
That's true.
French.
The Southern
So
America has
classy.
a lot of passion.
I don't think they have much style either.
Us Southern folk get it. Hold on. If me and my wife walk like that, we've got style. I mean, we got to work on that. That's awesome. The coordination here. Love this. Swagger. Oh, man. Like walk into like a
What's
McDonald's.
all the carrying on back home? Delicious pastries, though.
Excellent.
I had a muffin today. Very French. So much swagger. I want to live like that. Those are my favorite characters so far.
Looking at
Next to the
those
dog.
boats over there makes me think about our return voyage.
I long to be back home.
You do?
How soon could we leave?
Well, you're that anxious to leave. Oh, but Peaches, we just arrived.
I know.
Well, I don't like it here either. We'll go right back to that hotel and I'll book passage for the end of the week. We'll go to the
me every time I
galleries
travel.
this afternoon and be on our way home.
I am so relieved.
Relieved.
I will miss these pastries, though.
We'll take a baker with us, too.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. They're going to take a baker with them? Is this how Louis, that's his name? Is that how Louis leaves this like whole plot? I was gonna say, how is that gonna work with those two splitting up? But there you go. there it is. I seriously would love to play that role. Or the guard on the left. Seems like a fun one
You
too.
should try using that pole.
It won't make any difference.
That's like the guard theme.
Oh!
It's like an organ.
What's wrong?
Just sit there. Oh! 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 Oh!
No, it's nothing. It's nothing.
May we be of some service, madame?
Oh, mademoiselle.
She has a fish.
She knows.
Allow me.
What? A fish.
Oh, but it tugged so.
There's no sign of a fish here.
Oh, me.
That's definitely the guy from
My name is Celeste.
Into the Woods.
Oh, this
Prince.
is my friend.
Celeste.
Well, Do you have a name?
I beg your pardon. Napoleon. Some people feel I should change it.
No. And your friend?
Yes, he is my friend.
He's very quiet.
Yes, actually, he is. He lost his hearing during combat exercises.
Oh, what a shame.
He can't speak either.
How dreadful.
We have become very close, though.
So I see.
Mademoiselles, I and my friend, we are but soldiers. Passing the time in between wars for weeks at an end.
I was just about to say, like, I feel like all of this is happening within George's mind, and I think that moment where George is singing at the same time as the guard sort of helps clarify that, just so the audience, like, for someone that's not, like, thinking this far in, that, like, for George to be singing at the same time as the guard means that George is sort of thinking this and creating this scenario in his own mind. I don't think this is real. And just like when the trees disappear, I don't think that's real either. I'm not sure how much this is actually real or if this is all just a depiction within George's mind to create the art. So that's, I mean, artists have to think about like narrative when they create. Same with like anyone writing like a musical or like a show. There has to be some sort of emotional drive within the art, which I think is so cool about visual art, because you have to paint that. How do you paint emotional drive? It's easy to musically create it. Not easy, but you know, you have more tools available, in my opinion, to create evocative art within music, like strings versus like synths versus like, you know, there's plenty of different instruments that create different feelings. But art, how do you do that? Like watercolor versus, you know, pastels versus there's all these different mediums. It's so cool to think about that. That's the same logic as going in. It's just like a little epiphany there, right there for me. And also, like, why did they make him into like an actual 2D picture? I just don't get that yet.
You can have the other.
I don't want the other.
I don't want the other either.
And
Hey,
after a week spent
he worked
mostly
hard.
indoors with nothing but soldiers, ladies, I and my friend trust we will not offend, which we never intend, by suggesting we spend
Oh, spend
this magnificent Sunday
a Sunday.
with you and your friend.
The one on the right's an awful bore.
Is it a
He's
3
being a
meter?
roar.
We may
One,
get a
two,
meal
one,
and we
two,
might
one,
get
two,
more.
one, two.
It's certainly fine for
Sunday.
It's certainly fine for Sunday.
This is very Sunday
It's certainly fine for Sunday.
versus other songs. The dog, not the dog again. What's up, dog? That's a dog theme.
You and me, pal.
Ruff, ruff.
Second bottle. Ah, she looks for me. Bonnet flapping, yapping, roof,
Roof, that's what it is.
pastry. Yes, she looks for me. Good. Let her look for me to tell me why she left me, as I always knew she would. I had thought she understood. They have never understood, and no reason that they should. But if anybody could, finishing the hat, how you have to finish the hat, how you watch the rest of the world from a window while you finish the hat, mapping out a sky, what you feel like planning
Ooh.
a sky, what you
The instrumentation's so amazing. If you hear like the harp, I think it's a harp, that's creating the feeling of the sky. And I'm pretty sure it's using a pentatonic scale with black keys. I forget, I think it was Jacob Collier that said that the black keys, and this is by other artists too, the black keys represent lightness, like light in music, versus like a lot of the white keys, you can create a lot of different feelings. But the black keys, if you just play them all together, it's like literally just so light. The sun's out. So really cool. I love hearing that. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening. And then also like this fixation on the hat. The hat has to be a theme. And for me, it almost feels as though the hat is a representation of their relationship, where he's like, the hat's not finished. We're not ready for the hat. And she's like, come on, finish the hat. And he's like, I'm not ready for the hat. And then she left, which is kind of like her saying, hey, I'm ready to take this relationship to another level. And he's like, I'm not done with the hat yet. And she's like, well, if you're not done with the hat yet, I'm going to get with the baker. And he's like, I'm not done with the hat yet. And I knew you were going to leave me. And now he's feeling sad about it. But he also is like, I have such low self-worth that it feels as though he's feeling this way, that I knew this was going to happen at the end of the day because of who I am and what I'm doing. So as an artist, I appreciate that, because sometimes it feels as though we just want to finish our work and we want to do it, and we still want to feel, whole after and throughout it. But sometimes you got to finish the work. I don't know. It's like so many things going on. It's cool to see an artist's point of view, and it feels as though it's almost like Sondheim is speaking through George right now.
While you finish the hat, mapping out a sky, what you feel like planning a sky.
Yeah.
What you feel when voices that come through the window go until they distance and die, until there's nothing but sky. And how you're always turning back too late from the grass or the stick or the dog or the light. How the kind of woman willing to wait's not the kind that you want to find waiting to return you to the night. Dizzy from the hat, coming from the hat, studying the hat, entering the world of the hat, reach through the world of the hat like
I think I might be onto something.
back to this one from that, studying the face, stepping back to look at the face, leaves a little space in the way like a window, but to see, it's the only way to see. And when the woman that you wanted goes, you can say to yourself, well, I give what I give. But the woman who won't wait for you knows that however you live, there's a part of you always standing by, mapping out the sky, finishing a hat, starting on a hat, finishing a hat. Look, I made a hat.
Me showing my cat my music.
Well, there never was a hat.
I love these little twist endings where it's like, it feels as though he's talking about his art, and then boom, he hits you with that last line, like the last two songs, where it's like, oh, okay. So I think I am right with where there never was a hat. I mean, such a real thing to say. Like, there was never a hat. If that is their relationship, where his self-worth is so low, that's sad. That's a sad ending to that song. I mean, he doesn't seem very thrilled about saying it. Okay, what was I gonna say? I mean, this just makes me feel like, so I just empathize with this so much, because there's some times where I'm like, I'm with my wife, and then I'm like listening to music, and I have this weird thing, like any music I hear, I like accidentally analyze it, and I don't like doing that, but I like doing it, but I hate doing it. So I'll be like at like a wedding, and then there's music playing, and I'll be just dancing, and I'll be like, oh, that transition was so cool. And my wife is such a trooper. You've met her in a previous React. She goes like, what happened? She knows nothing about music. And I'm like, all right, the leading tone resolved so cool. And because it was a key change, I mean, it was like the way it resolved hit that next key change so well. And then she's like, wow, that's so cool. Does whatever she was doing. So for me, it's like, he feels as though he found that person for him. And, but he also feels like he doesn't deserve it almost. Like he found it, but it's not for him. So that's sad. That's sad because everyone's got someone out there for them. Even George. And he's in control of the setting because it's all right here. He lowered the dog. It's him. All these little clues. It's a powerful song.
Master.
He sings great, by the way.
We are lost.
Huh?
Let me try, Daddy. We are alien here.
He just backs away.
Unable to find
This is how I would do it.
passage off island.
Why don't you just walk into the water till your lungs fill up and you die?
Good idea.
Oh, I detest these people.
So American.
Isn't that the baker?
Ooh.
Yes, it is.
There he goes. That's
Where
Louis.
is that tree? Nurse! Nurse!
That's a lot of people. Is this finally the moment where they all come together? Oh my god. Yes. Jeez. Okay, this is really loud in my ear. Really loud. Hold on. Were they all being scared? Maybe that represents like him thinking about his art, but clouded by seeing her. I love like thinking about Sondheim. It's just so enriching. That was weird. This sounds like Dark Souls music, like the Firelink Shrine. Is she pregnant?
Oh, you're almost finished.
If I don't change my mind again, and you
2 more months.
you cannot change your mind.
Nor do I want to. Is it going to be exhibited?
I'm not sure. Jules is coming over to look at it any minute, in fact.
Oh, I hope you don't mind my coming.
What is it that you want, Dot?
George, I would like my painting.
Your painting?
The one of me powdering.
I didn't know that it was yours.
You said once I could have it.
In my sleep.
Ooh,
I want
got it in
something to
writing?
remember you by.
You don't have enough now?
I want the painting too.
Aw.
I understand that you and Louis are getting married.
Yes,
He must love you very much to take you in that condition.
he does.
Wait, to take you in that condition? Meaning, it's not his?
I didn't think you would go through with it. I did not think that was what you really wanted.
I don't think I can have what I really want. Louis is what I think I need.
Yes, Louis will take you to the Follies, correct?
George, I didn't George?
Back here, Jules!
I will go.
Don't leave, please.
There you are. I brought Yvonne along.
May I take a peek?
I will wait in the other room.
Oh, I hope we are not interrupting you.
It is so large. How can you get any perspective? And this light.
Stand here.
Stand here.
Extraordinary. Excuse me. Talk of painting bores me. It is difficult to escape it when you are with an artist.
My wife.
I do not know how you can walk up all those steps in your condition. I remember when I had Louise. I could never be on my feet for long periods of time. Certainly could never navigate steps.
Did someone carry you around?
Why are you so cool to me?
Cool.
Maybe I don't like you.
Whatever have I done to make you feel that way?
Whatever have I done? Perhaps it is the way you speak.
That's probably
What
how
are
I'd
you
answer
really
too.
doing here?
You know why we are here, so Jules can look at George's work.
I do not understand why George invites you. He knows you do not like his painting.
That is not entirely true. Jules has great respect for George, and he has encouraged him since they were in school.
That is not what I hear. Jules is jealous of George now.
Well, jealousy is a form of flattery, is it not?
It is.
I have been jealous of you on occasion.
On occasion.
When I have seen George drawing you in the park, Jules has seldom sketched me.
You are his wife.
Too flat, too angular, too...
Modeling is hard work. You wouldn't like it anyway.
It is worth it, don't you think?
Green grass. Grass is always greener.
Sometimes.
Life lesson.
Has your life changed much now that you are with the baker?
I suppose. He enjoys caring for me.
You are very lucky. Oh, I suppose Jules cares, but there are times when he just does not know that Louise and I are there. And George always seems so oblivious to everyone. Jules says that is what is wrong with his painting. Too obsessive. You have to have a life. Don't you agree?
George,
Interesting.
I do not know what to say. What is...
Stop for a second. Interesting thought. I mean, it's so interesting to hear people talk about artists and anyone with a profession. I mean, like, I remember my parents, my mom would always be like, well, Nick, never date an engineer. Never date an engineer. Obviously, my dad was an engineer. So, it was her funny way of saying that engineers are like this. And so, and then of course, every other profession means that the person's going to be a certain way. It's just interesting how profession carries so far into what someone's personality probably is. I'm sure everyone has their own biases towards different profession groups. I mean, there's so many, but when you think about that, actually does partly define like who a person is. I mean, I've talked to lawyers, and it's like they talk to you a lot. Most of the one that I've talked to, they talk to you generally kind of like you would expect them to. It's fun. It's like certain professions have different mannerisms, and it's just interesting because like there has to be a point in which you're like, maybe I shouldn't. If you're a certain personality quality that you can say maybe I shouldn't be with a certain profession type. Like, imagine that on like your Bumble, Tinder, what is it nowadays? I don't even know what it is nowadays, but on that profile, that's like, is it a blank? And whatever the blank profession is, that's like who you get matched with. Like, is this the world we're coming to? It's like crazy to think about. I mean, it's interesting that they're just talking about that.
Don't you agree?
George,
It's not something people talk about a lot.
I do not know what to say. What is...
Oh, and by the way, if you're like, that doesn't happen, but you also believe in horoscopes, like, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. I'm sorry. If you believe one, you have to believe the other too. I mean, both of them are they have their own ways to explain it, right? I just got a lot of people mad at me. I'm sorry. I like the horoscope stuff. I definitely do.
What is the dominant color?
What do you think
flower
I am?
on the hat?
Good luck. Guess in the comments.
Is this a school exam, George?
What is that color?
Am I a Leo?
Violet.
Libra? Aries?
See.
Hold on, I actually am really
Is this school
interested in
exam,
this.
George?
What is that color?
Violet.
See. Red
This is how I talk about my art. I
and
love
blue.
this.
Your eye made the violet.
So?
So, your eye is perceiving both red and blue and violet. Only 11 colors. No black, divided, not mixed on the palate, mixed by the eye. Can't you see the shimmering?
George, I
Science, Jules.
Is that actually how they
Fixed
made
laws
that?
for color, like music.
You are a painter, not a scientist. You cannot even see these faces.
I am not painting faces.
George, I have touted your work in the past, and now you are embarrassing me. People are talking about this.
Why should I paint like you or anybody else? I am trying to get through to something new, something that is my own.
And I'm trying to understand.
And I want you to understand. Look at the canvas, Jules. Really look at it.
George, let us get to the point. You have invited me here because you want me to try to get this included in the next group show.
It will be finished soon. I want it to be seen.
Jules, I'm sorry to interrupt, but you know we must be going. We have another engagement.
Yes.
Thank
Dang,
you,
that was
George.
fast.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
I will give the matter some thought.
He does not like you.
Dots. We're back to dots. Yeah, he doesn't. Okay. The amount of comments I get from like people that like music, that have not probably seen my work or whatever, that is kind of like this conversation where it's like, oh, like how come you're using synths and you're using like stringed instruments and you're using drums from the Arabic culture in the same work? Like, that doesn't work together. But it's like, I don't care. I'm creating something new. I want it to be like a video game. This is for Gilgamesh the musical I'm talking about, my musical I'm writing. And it's just like there are people that are critics, and this is how I talk to them. Same, like almost the exact same way. I'm not here to make music that is just for the crowd to like. Like some people want me to write kind of like Epic the Musical, and some people want me to write more like, you know, like a Hades Town. Like there's different musicals that it gets compared to a lot. And I'm like, I'm not writing that. I'm writing my own vibe, my own thing. And I just like hearing that come out of his mouth. I was like, I've read a lot of comments over the past couple weeks, and I'm like, yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. That's what I like seeing. Okay. Sorry, guys. I got to end the video here, but this was an awesome episode. I really like this one. So much cool information that we just learned. And I'm really liking George as a character now, only because me and him think alike. And I just can't tell you how much I feel as though Sondheim is writing himself into George through art. I think it's awesome. I think this is a very awesome show. Okay, that's going to be the video. If you can, check out my Patreon. That's where all my super supporters are living, and they are the ones that told me to watch this react. So if you want to see your own show get reacted to, or even just your own video, I will react to it. But you got to be a patron. And that's going to be the video. I'll catch you all on the flip side. Until then, see you later. Bye. And a huge thank you to all of my patrons. All of you make this possible. I appreciate all the support.